Once again, KMO-1 dashed towards Singapore and bombarded the airfield by night. Our timing was quite good, as an Allied convoy was sighted sailing towards our task force's position. Mikuma, Chikuma, and Mogami quickly opened fire on the freighters. It was a massacre. The Allied ship stood no chance. All of the enemy freighters were quickly sent down to the bottom. Once the business of sinking the freighters was concluded, the fleet continued the bombardment of the airfield and made top speed out of Allied airspace once completed. Of course, our ships could not get out of Allied airspace fast enough, and Allied reprisal strikes followed in the morning. Chikuma took a direct bomb hit, taking out one of her secondary turrets. The rest of the Allied attacks resulted in no damage, and KMO-1 made it back to friendly waters. Unfortunately, due to Chikuma's extensive damage, she would go in for repairs and would be out of the theater for around 15 days. At the same time, IJA forces landed at Balikpapan. Another convoy is en route to the Allied port of Amon. Rapid landings across the Dutch East Indies will continue. We are on track to control all of Borneo and most of Celebes by mid-February. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to our IJN campaign in the Dutch East Indies. As you can see, things are going quite well. We have troops in every part of Borneo now. We have landed here at Balikpapan, and you can see the balance of power is overwhelmingly in our favor. I was surprised only one load from our convoy here was able to pretty much capture it. Right now we are grabbing troops. We took some troops away from Tarakan, and we are taking some troops here from Sandakan, and we are going to move down south and land at Makaskar now. And we also have this convoy, which I'm not sure if they're going to make it out of Allied air cover after they unload their troops, but you know what? They will be expendable. Unload all cargo, get in there. If they're able to get in there and land troops, then that's all I really care about. Let's see, balance of power is pathetic. That is far less than anticipated. That may have been a waste here. That may have been a bridge too far for us. We will find out. I have a feeling these two cargo ships are about to be sunk. In other news, KMO-1 here is reduced in strength a little bit. I sent Chikuma in to get repairs because she did take a bomb hit. She was also pretty heavily damaged before. Let's see how long she's going to be in there for. 15 days. So we have lost Chikuma for a little bit. Our other convoy, Wuyo-1, is moving over up to Davao to grab more troops and bring them to Singapore. This is just a absolute grueling fight. And once again, Surabaya is at a level 4, which is most unfortunate. I may be doing another bombardment run here. I'm kind of waiting one more day so we can actually resupply KMO-1 because they are pretty much out of ammunition. Man, that's the situation. That is the situation. I'm curious to see how bad this is going to be. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath. I am surprised that the Allies have such a large garrison. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. I am shocked. I picked out this base because I thought it'd be relatively undefended, and I was like, oh, 600 troops ought to do it, but no, that is not the case. Well, let's see what they have to throw our way here. Buffaloes overflying our convoy, probably doing some spotting. I would expect bombers are taking off now. Looks like the bombers are already here. They are coming in. Right full rudder, start laying smoke. Good luck. At least they did their job. All right, turn hard. We're tying up Allied resources. Oh man, that's a lot of Hudsons coming in. Oh, we know if these ships get hit, they are not going to last long. These are two of the cheapest merchants I could actually afford. If we lose them, I'm not really going to be upset. It was admittedly a rather foolish thing to do. It was a gamble. And doesn't look like it's really going to pay off. I don't know. What else do we have? More flights inbound. More Hudsons inbound. Oh boy. Luckily, we haven't been hit yet. We're laying smoke, which may be throwing off the bombardier. Okay. That timing was just too funny. Okay, more bombs inbound. Good luck, little guy. Let's check the damage here. Ship already looks pretty low in the water. Heavy damage, moderate flooding. What about you? Managed to dodge them. Got a little bit of damage there, nothing too crazy. Hopefully our damage control here will be able to put out the fires and reduce some of this flooding. I have a feeling there's going to be another group of aircraft coming in that is going to sink us, though. What is this? Could it be? Are we going to escape? Oh my gosh. Okay, no. No, we are not. We are not going to escape. Our merchant ship here managed to stay afloat, just barely. She has a couple of blacked out compartments there. Begin laying smoke, and now we wait. Here they come, Dutch aircraft. Bomb bays are loaded up with one mighty large bomb. Our merchants are conducting evasive maneuvers and laying smoke. We'll see if that is going to save them from another raid. Bombers are nearly overhead now. I'm sure they are about to release their, well, those look like 1,000-pound bombs to me. Whatever anti-aircraft armament our merchant ship has is now firing at the targets. Okay, and they're evading. Ooh, okay. Near misses on the rear. Merchant? Actually, it looks like they may have actually caused some damage here. She on fire? No, she's okay. Alright, second formation inbound. Can I speed this thing up? I don't think she's going to be making 18 knots with this flooding. Hey, bombs are already away. Come on. Okay, there we go. Dodged it. Love to see it. Let's get out of here. Shockingly, we have made it out of their immediate detection range. We're going to see if we can sneak out of here. And man, it doesn't look like it. Just as I say it, we get intercepted by something. Let's see what it is this time around. Once again, just more fighters flying overhead. It just seems to be fighters once again spotting us. We have nates at a nearby base, but unfortunately they lack the range to get all the way down here at this time. So, I was sending my Nels down to do some anti-shipping operations, and we found a task force. Let's begin. See what's going on here. Start. And what are my Nels up against? There we go. I see him. Looks like a cruiser. Deroiter, I think. Alright, that's our target. I mainly came down here to engage convoys, but hey, I'll take a cruiser. Start dropping down. Let's see. Let's target her. See what she is. I think this is Deroiter. Open up the recognition manual. Ships. Dutch. And let's see. Deroiter. Yep, that is indeed her. We are chewing through the Allied heavy cruisers in the theater. I don't think they really have very many left at this point. That is assuming I'm going to sink Deroiter in this attack. Here's hoping we do, though. It's a good amount of command points, I'm sure. I mean, are any of these other ships? Looks like more Clemsons. And then a little trawler back there. I was hoping we'd intercept a convoy, but we'll send the Nels out for another run. I need to do this multiple times a day. These Nels have to make a trip down here. As long as they're not intercepted by, you know, enemy hurricanes or whatever, we'll be fine. Okay, Nels, get ready to turn in and target Deroiter. Alright, turn in, go get her. There's a group of Nels running alongside here and probably drop down a little too soon. Want to attack at an appropriate angle. I may actually have one formation go after a destroyer. We'll see. No, we can overkill. Overkill on Deroiter. First formation of Nels closing in, taking some serious anti-aircraft fire. They have a lot of it, those pom-poms probably. All right, looking good. Lined up nicely. Come on. 3 torpedo hits. No duds. If we don't lose any Nels, that would be fabulous as well. Okay. Ready to drop. There we go. Torpedoes away and are heading straight for De Ruyter. Looks like we're going to have at least 1 impact. 2. And there's 3. Perfect. Another group of torpedoes inbound. Have the next formation of Nels come in. Let's see here. Looks like maybe 1 hit, possibly 2. Nope, just 1. And it was indeed a dud. All right. These Nels going to swing in and hit her 1 more time. De Ruyter is listing severely to port, and she is also dead in the water. It looks like her screws are completely stopped. 3 more Nels are racing in. I think this is going to be it here, folks. I think she's probably sunk now. Any more torpedoes is just overkill, but there is no kill like overkill. Nels are going to get out of the area quickly. We lost another one, unfortunately. That is a shame. There we go. Hopefully we can get a couple of impacts here. The water is so clear we can just see our torpedoes racing in. That looks like 2 hits to me. There we go. 1 hit, and it looks like another dud. And another Nell lost. Okay, we have left the combat area and De Ruyter was scuttled. 6,000 tons sent down to the bottom. 9 aircraft sent out, 4 unfortunately lost. Our freighters are once again under attack. Aircraft flying directly overhead. Twin-engine Dutch aircraft. Our merchant ships are turning as quickly as they can and moving as quickly as they can. They have been damaged, so they aren't the most nimble freighters. Bombs are falling, and it looks like they've missed, thankfully. The Allies are using rather large bombs and only dropping 1 per plane, so that increases, or decreases, I should say, our chances of being hit. Along with the smoke is, oof, okay, that was close, but no. It would be hilarious if these 2 merchant ships managed to escape this, because we are going through it right now. Wonderful news here, folks. Balikpapan is now completely under our control. This is a level 3 airfield, which we now have access to. Our priority now is going to be getting supply, engineering, and fuel to this airfield. Up here at Davo, we have the ships just to do that. New sea, let's do it. Let's get some. We have 35 command points. Let's get, how about you? Medium oiler, why not? Let's just get a really cheap convoy. And yeah. Munition ship. Okay. Why not you? Just 2 of these merchants. Done. Okay. Manage cargo here. Fuel 40. Supply as much as you can. 150. Wow. And then 69 engineering. This convoy is going to head all the way down here. This tanker needs to come up. We need more fuel at one of these bases. Yeah, definitely up here at Tarakan. Also, Kema 2 is over in the east and now has troops. They are going to ferry troops to Ambon here, and hopefully we will be able to capture that. I do not want to just completely abandon it and let these 435 men die. Now, oh man, once again, it's a level 4 airfield. I am debating, we gotta probably need to go and bombard it one more time. We are critically low. I had them over here to unload those troops. We are critically low on supply over here at Kuching. We have just completely used up all of our resources here, and we cannot rearm, unfortunately. I'm not sure if we can, I don't think we can't even rearm up there, so I am trying to strategically bomb Surabaya. I have to admit, I'm sending Helens in. Only 2 got out that time, and it's really not doing anything, as far as I can tell, the strategic bombing. I have yet to knock down Surabaya. just by strategic bombing. What seems to do it is shore bombardment. So yeah, this is a problem. We either need to capture Surabaya or Singapore, excuse me, first, or just keep whittling Surabaya down. This keep knocking it down constantly like this is just, it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult, and it is a drain on resources, which are better spent capturing bases. We have 13 command points right now. We'll save those for the time being. Luckily, though, these two merchant ships seem to be getting out of here okay, and one piece relatively. So there is that silver lining. It is February 6, 1942, nice and early in the morning, and we have made contact with an enemy fleet, and there are two cruisers there. It looks like USS Houston is back in the fight. Let's begin targeting her and open fire on her. We are in a line ahead formation. I want Mikuma. Looks like number 4 is Houston. Mikuma, Mogami, begin attacking her. I want to make sure you are all engaging target number 4, Naka. Engage target 4. Destroyers, begin working on the other destroyers, please. We'll kind of spread them out like so. Make sure you are targeting different destroyers. Let's see, Fubuki, you have no ammunition. In that case, you will still, and no torpedoes. I forgot, I wasn't able to rearm all of my ships in the area, unfortunately. Fubuki was one of the ones that wasn't able to get rearmed. Thankfully, our cruisers have indeed been rearmed, and it looks like Houston's already taken a couple of hits. Their entire formation is turning away. Okay, secondaries on Mikuma. Start sending some star shells up at her. We are going to maintain this formation and this course. That other ship is an issue, but let's keep just hitting Houston. Looks like she's turning away. Naka, begin engaging target 3. I was not expecting to see this fleet. We were sailing south to try to hit Surabaya. More secondary explosions going off. Houston is not looking too good at this point. She's turning back around, though. We can see her forward 2 guns may be back in action soon. Keep illuminating. Illuminate the target, please. Houston has a pretty massive fire breaking out amidships. Things are not looking good for her. We are going to continue to focus fire. Star shells start shooting. Secondary start shooting high explosive once again. What's your solution? 45. Mogami, your solution's 46. This Leander class, it's got to either be Perth or Hobart. Let's see, how many of these things do they have? I feel like we have destroyed most of these classes, but let's see. Leander, Perth. Okay, so this is Perth. Hobart has been sunk. I'm debating having Mogami engage her, but still, I mean, Houston's still there. She is quite menacing, and we are taking hits. Naka, let's see, what's the situation? Minor hits all around. All right, torpedo time. You are firing at the Leander. Fire. Torpedoes. Torpedoes away. There we go. Send them. Mogami, I want you to split fire. Stern guns are going to engage target 4, which is Houston. My alternate director will engage the Leander. There we go. So forward 3 guns are engaging the Leander. Rear guns, let's have you engage Houston. I don't know why my alternate director. Interesting. There we go. Now we got it split up properly. 2 guns are engaging Houston, 2 are engaging Leander, or 3 are engaging Leander. Good, that's what I want to see. Why are you shooting HE? Shoot armor piercing, please. Okay, my destroyer just took a massive hit here. We are going to start laying smoke. Begin laying smoke. Time to get out of here. Fubuki, change course, increase speed. Time to go. Start laying smoke as well. The enemy is making some interesting maneuvers. Fire your torpedoes. Fire these torpedoes. Get ready to get out of here. Mikuma, torpedo time. This is probably one of the most even fights we've had. Our solution is just so poor that I'm not really interested in firing torpedoes just yet. All right, get out of here. Change course, run away. Lay smoke. Mikuma, okay. I think both of their heavy cruiser, no. Houston's still lagging behind. This is less than ideal. These destroyers are getting a little close for comfort. Akazuki, start engaging these destroyers. Naka, begin engaging these destroyers. Take care of them. If you have the ammunition. I did not realize how low we were on ammo. All right, Naka, time to break and get out of here. This is not good. Okay. Let's see. Houston, where are you? She looks okay. Okay, I want torpedoes. All of our torpedoes, 3-degree spread. We are going to manual fire. We're going to kind of guess that they're going to be around here. All right, fire those torpedoes off. There we go. Torpedoes flying out. Love to see it. And it looks like this first spread is going to miss. I will fire more torpedoes. Let's do a 4-degree spread, manual fire. Something about there. How about that? All right, send them out. There we go. Torpedoes away. Oh boy. Okay, how's Houston looking? Taking on water. One gun's knocked out of action there, you can see. And it also looks like the other cruiser is not doing too well, which is good. Unfortunately, our smaller ships are taking one hell of a beating. Ikazuki, you're doing okay for yourself. You got torpedoes? Okay, you are taking quite a bit of fire. Start laying smoke. You're targeting that Clemson? That works for me. Alright, get an arc. Can you increase your speed? Okay, targeting the Clemson. A piss poor solution, unfortunately. Okay, all torpedoes, 9-degree spread, manual fire, off in that direction, please. Left full rudder, get an arc. Let's reassess, shoot them there. There we go, rudder amidships. She's sending her torpedoes out. And then we're gonna have our cruisers do more of the heavy lifting. Okay, pretty much everybody break and get out of here. We are going to lose this ship, that's for sure. Oh, maybe. Reduce speed so we don't take on more water. It doesn't look like Kisaragi is being targeted. Fubuki's getting out of here. Hibiki. Yeah, magazine. I don't know if our magazine completely exploded, but yeah, time to just turn northeast and get the heck out of here. Mikuma. Who are you targeting? Okay. I want you. That modified Leander, it's gotta go. It has got to go. Secondaries, star shells, fire them in that area. We'll do a couple of salvos of star shells. Mikuma and Mogami are doing fine. They remain unscathed. They have not been hit yet. Knock on wood. Wow, it looks like, I don't know. We may be able to fight this, actually. All these torpedoes look like they are going to cause some chaos. Mikuma, you're engaging the Leander as well. Okay, switch back to high explosive. Do not manual fire, 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 fire. Narrow spreads. Solution's just so poor. Let's begin changing course. Also to avoid incoming enemy torpedoes. But yeah, I mean, all these torpedoes, if this Leander keeps it up, she may run right into one of our spreads. These Clemsons, yeah, their destroyers are looking okay. We're kind of just ignoring them, if I'm being completely honest. Who are you shooting at? Okay, shoot at target number 2. Fires continue to break out on our destroyers. Man, oh gosh, yeah. It ain't looking good for one of them, but good news. This Leander may be on the receiving end of some torpedoes. Everyone who can't fight is now breaking contact. Let's take a look at the Leander. She is sailing right into the spread of torpedoes. Houston may escape. Unfortunately, the formation, the enemy formation has kind of been split in two. I'm not sure if any of these other salvos are going to get anything. One of our destroyers is sinking. Kisaragi is sinking, which is a right shame. That being said, the Leander may go down here. This series, by the way, this campaign has had an awesome amount of surface battles. It's like every episode, I feel like we have a pretty big surface engagement, and it has been a lot of fun. Okay, we're gonna get a hit. A fucking dud. Okay, one hit amidships. Okay, just our luck. If Houston keeps on sailing, she may strike one of these torpedoes. I can't believe one of those was a dud. That is really, really unfortunate. Houston, things aren't looking too good for her. We have lost contact on the rest of the formation. Excuse me. I guess there is a ton of smoke. We do not have radar either. We need to keep that in mind. We can just barely make out Houston out there. Oh man, look at this. It is possible we may get a torpedo hit here. Yes, please. Do not be a dud. There we go. One hit, 2 hits. We've had quite the success with our torpedoes here. Who knows if these other spreads will manage to get anything. Okay, let's check on our ships. Mogami, you got some fires. You're okay. Naka, you're good. Ekisuki, you're good. Hibiki, you are not doing great. Fubuki's okay. Okay. Leander's dead in the water. Speed's fluctuating, but pretty much seems non-existent. Her screws are barely turning. Okay, Mikuma. Just keep sending rounds down at her. Shoot armor piercing. What are you doing? Houston is also looks dead in the water. She is still managing to fire, though. Listing pretty heavily to port. Who knows if we'll get any torpedo hits. I am kind of doubting it. All these destroyers way over here. The destroyers, of course, are secondary targets. Once we sink the cruisers, I think our heavy cruisers will be able to mop up these destroyers relatively easily. Hey, we just struck a ship with a torpedo. Something was struck. Yeah, Clemson class was struck. There we go. And the Leander is going down. Okay. Okay, all my heavy cruisers begin hitting Houston. We still haven't properly identified her. I can do that for you. American ships. And then Houston. Where are... Oh, no, those are the submarines. My bad. CA. There we go. Northampton class, Houston. That's her. Got it. She is firing that rear mount quite a lot. All of our ships have their guns trained on USS Houston. Once she is going down to the bottom, we will mop up the destroyers and get on out of here. This has been another quite successful engagement. The Clemson and the other destroyer have been sighted. Secondary guns are going to fire at her. There we go. Fire at the Clemson, please. There we go. Secondary guns on Mikuma are engaging the Clemson. One of our secondary guns here engage the Clemson as well. Full spreads fire. There we go. Perfect. Kind of worried about a torpedo launch. It looks like she may be turning to do just that. Nearby splashes already, getting some good hits. No fires yet. Bracketing the ship, though. Gosh, where is... Still, Houston is being extremely stubborn. I am not liking this. I don't see her torpedo launcher swinging out. We are going to need to change course here very, very soon. There we go. Got a good hit directly in the bow. And she is turning. I don't think there was a torpedo launch, but you can never be too careful. Let's check on all of our ships here. Okay, you can start reducing speed to like 0. I'll stop. Start working on all this mess. Fubuki, you're good. Akazuki, you're good. Naka's good. Okay, I'm thinking we'll only have one ship lost here. Mikuma, let's take a look. That Clemson is already not looking good. Looks pretty low in the water. Taking hit after hit. And... okay, forward guns are still engaging. That destroyer is going to be a problem. Okay, time to change course. I'm thinking turning around. Start an easy turn to port. We'll do a 180 here. Keep sailing at 35 knots. Okay, starting to take a lot of fire. I'm going to have Mikuma start targeting whatever the heck this ship is with their secondary guns. Send some star shells up over it, please. Still engaging Northampton with our primaries. But that thing's just taking pot shots at us, and I do not appreciate it. The bridge has been hit. Minor damage on the bridge. Okay, star shells going up over the target. Send high explosive her way. Houston. Man. I gotta focus on these destroyers. It's like death by 1,000 cuts over here. Good news is, damage control's doing well. We have a flooded magazine and a destroyed turret, but you know, things could be worse. Things could certainly be worse. Another Admiralty S-class. Contemplating engaging with my main guns for a second. See no torpedoes in the water. Although they're going to be pretty hard to detect until they're right on top of us. Okay, solution is really good. Do we have high explosive main guns? Yeah, fire everything at that. At Admiralty S, please. Solution 60%. Oh, gosh, there we go. Yeah, that's kind of the results I was looking for. Bracketed her. Second salvo ought to do it. We'll swing around and get ready to fire torpedoes at this Northampton. We still have our torpedoes on the starboard side. Okay, another salvo's out. Come on. Oh my gosh, we missed. Okay, Mogami. Engage that Clemson with everything. Blow it out of the water. Shoot high explosive, please. What is your what speed are we going? 26 knots. Okay, turn a little more aggressively, please. We gotta whip this thing around. Bring our broadside to bear on Houston. Thankfully, these destroyers seem to be running away. I'm not sure if they got any torpedo launches off. We are going to find out relatively soon. And there's another destroyer. Okay, this Clemson that was struck by a torpedo is way up to the northeast. Where's Naka? Naka, what's your ammunition? Ammunition situation is not good. All right, we'll let Mikuma and Mogami continue to handle this. Seems to be working out for us. Okay. All guns and arc. Yeah, let's keep turning a little bit so those rear mounts can get closer into arc. Narrow. Fire narrow spreads now. We have a pretty good solution. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Rudder amidships. Mogami. Okay, Mikuma. engage the Admiralty class, please. She's unscathed. The Clemson is in pretty rough shape now. Multiple secondaries going off. Northampton. Yeah, we have 3 guns looking right at us there. Not a fan of that. I just heard an explosion. Yep, explosion on the bow. Got a couple of fires. There we go. Little Admiralty S. It's getting deleted. Okay, the Clemson-class destroyer that was struck by a torpedo is going down. That's good news. One less destroyer that we have to deal with. These other destroyers are pretty much dead in the water. The Clemson we're engaging, I mean, look at that. How much water she's taking on in the stern. That Admiralty S, Mikuma's the one engaging her. Fires. Okay, she's sinking. Okay, switch back to, actually, just delete, shoot the Clemson. Let's reduce speed while we're at it. Reduce speed down to 16 knots so these fires don't spread across our deck. Some of our damage control parties are working on those. Our forward 2 turrets also received a little bit of damage there. Beaky is sinking. No! I thought we were going to be able to save her. We were managing her damage, but unfortunately she is going down. Good news is the enemy here is going to lose more destroyers, but this is a shame. One of our more modern destroyers going down to the bottom. Just received news. The last Clemson's going down. It's just us and this Northampton. Engage it. Send some star shells up towards the target. I want good solutions. Torpedoes. An arc. 1 degree spread. Don't have the best solution on her, or the best angle. Mogami, you're engaging the Northampton with armor-piercing rounds. Good. Solution's 41%, 45 and climbing. Okay. Hopefully we aren't going to need these later. Fire off your torpedoes towards that Northampton. There we go. Torpedoes away. Love to see it. And our forward guns are about to be out of arc. We need to change course, break out of formation. Head off this way, please. There we go. Good news is we have lots of guns pointing at this Northampton, and she only has 3. Torpedoes are closing in on the Northampton. Thanks to her angle, it looks like she is going to thread all of them, which is, oh man, that's a shame. Got really close though, but we are not going to hit with any torpedoes, it looks like. Very, very lucky. Oh man, look at that. I'm not too upset by that. I mean, she's pretty much about to go down. She's making 12 knots. She's taking on so much water. One of her guns is destroyed. She is just being extremely stubborn, fighting it out. Well, folks, after quite a long fight, USS Houston is now going down to the bottom. This leaves the Allies with just a handful of heavy and light cruisers that they can really field in this campaign. So we are whittling down the enemy fleet quite extensively. Well, here is the after action report. We lost 2 destroyers, unfortunately, which I have been pretty aggressive with my destroyers and my fleets in general, kind of forcing a lot of these surface engagements, mainly because it's quite exciting and also because we're winning and I don't feel on the ropes. So this is unfortunate, but we'll survive. And we can see the entire enemy fleet was destroyed. We gained 8 command points for doing that. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.